What's up, everybody, and welcome to my TNA IMPACT Wrestling review. We have a lot of pretty much things happening on the show tonight. Some good, some bad, some a little bit bittersweet. So I do have a lot to say about the show tonight, as you know, we pretty much kicked it off with video clips of Loki, Senshi, whatever. You know, pretty much is him being now Agent 47 gimmick that he's doing on, Hitman and stuff. He won the X Division title last week. He's talking about making an impact and stuff, since June 19, 2002. And he's put the X Division on notice. And, they went to clips from EC3, pretty much getting himself involved in the James Storm versus Bobby Lashley match, where Lashley started retaining the title. But we kicked off the show with JB and D'Angelo De Niro as their own commentary, and they were talking about tonight's show until Josh Matthews came out with, how can I say this, Stooges with him, off his Stooges, and he pretty much, said, this company will not tolerate, bullying announcers and stuff, and JB pretty much called him a lame, pretty much a loser and stuff. And, he was talking about hot news and everything until he brought this guy out, some office guy of the HR department for TNA. And he talked about what happened with him last week and what JB did to him, Jeremy Borash. But pretty much Matthews took the paper and he pretty much, went on to say that he is suspended immediately. You were pulled from the broadcast team, which JB pretty much told, set on management. He haven't missed a show in 15 years. And Josh Matthews had him off the announcer's table, which he took over the announcer's tables then, until we get the first match of the night, which I don't know why they're still doing this whole I don't know how far they're going to keep going with this whole announcing thing with heel Josh Matthews. It's kind of getting annoying sometimes, and sometimes he will get into face mode. I'll get to that later in the show, which he somewhat got better at throughout the night. But this whole him versus JB, I thought it would have ended with that 8-man tag, but I don't know. And we kicked off the show with Trevor Lee going against Matt Sydal, making his debut, a.k.a. Evan Bourne, which is now in X Division, which was actually a really good match, but a lot of problems is here in this match. Number one, we need more one-on-one X Division matches. That's the thing. It's too many multi-man ones, and that was not one of the causes of last week. I did like the match last week, but once again, it was a whole multi-man thing, and it kind of messed up. Number two, Trevor Lee shouldn't be losing clean already after he just lost the title last week, which did not make some sense right there also. But I hope they haven't abandoned the whole Andrew Everett and Trevor Lee thing, because it should have been those two for the title, and they're really good wrestlers, alright? And I hope they can get a blood feud going, or somehow a triple threat, so one of them can be in for the title, and maybe soon enough get a one-on-one match, or if so, Loki will lose the title soon enough that maybe both of them get a one-on-one and build this thing up to a Slammiversary, almost, if possible, or hopefully possible, that'll go down like that, because I don't think Lee should be losing clean. And, people are going to say, oh, it's another former WWE guy being put in the match, and not Andrew Everett, because I think they have a really good feud, and hopefully they can do something about that. But Matt Sydal did have a good debut on here, and it wasn't during, Shooting Star Press, so I thought he was still in Ring of Honor, but I guess not. Alright. I thought he was still Ring of Honor, but I guess he's not Ring of Honor anymore. Karen Jarrett was in the back, as, talked about the GFW Women's Champion. Christina Von Eerie, she's going to be there tonight, I guess. EC3 came out, and he talked about the new regime wants to make Impact great. And he says, for 3 years I've carried this company on my back. And, I don't earn respect, I demand respect. And he talked about Bruce Pritchard. He's looking in the mirror, it's the real EC3 right here. In the mirror, he sees like some little demigod and stuff. He ran rush out to his company. He was undefeated for a very long time. And all this new talent that's coming and trying to take EC3's spot. And he says he will not be pushed aside. He's going to defeat, humiliate, eviscerate back to the glory hole from which they came. Let's kind of watch that glory hole word right there. But EC3 pretty much came out there, he said, both my fans or supporters, or like me better as a bad guy, he said just kiss his privileged, perfectly round, bleached ass. And you know, he had a message, you know, to everyone that he will become the world heavyweight, the TNA heavyweight champion at Slammiversary. And you know, he's the best guy ever until James Storm came out. And you know, EC3 talked about another past person, you know, another ghost around. One say built this company again. As EC3 pretty much talked about Storm in. You know, it's a double entendre. And Star said he doesn't blame EC3 at all because he said that EC3 was jealous. And some of those other names, you know, still here. Storm is still here in TNA. He did leave TNA, but he did come back to TNA though. And he talked being out of the title picture for such a long time that he chose to give punks like EC3 a name for himself to make an impact. And he's not mad at EC3, but he can beat EC3's ass anytime until EC3 pretty much, you know, say, you know, he said no. With Storm pretty much say, you know, cowboys don't dance, they boogie and drink a lot of beer. And, you know, they only dance with pretty women when they're drunk. And EC3, I'm not pretty, and, you know, I'm not drunk. But Storm called them fugly, which got a chant. And he went on, you know, talked about excuse me. He pretty much, you know, talked about, you know, he'll act drunk so he can dance with EC3 because your family isn't here to protect you anymore. And EC3 pretty much went to say, you know, sorry about your damn luck, but I'm not getting in the ring fighting you tonight. And Storm pretty much got in the chair and pretty much called EC3 EC bitch until they started fighting each other in the ring then, and they got to the outside, which EC3 used one of the, I forget the woman's name, but she sits there in one of this production crew and uses the human shield. And EC3 pretty much kicked Storm in the balls and threw him back into the ring and hit him with the 1%er. And he got in the mic and he says, you know, I am sorry that you remember that he's a Carter, and his company needs him. Which almost old school EC3 when he first came into as a heel and stuff. And maybe this is the way to go. I still think he's a great face also, but him being heel, we can see how this goes. And him and Storm really had a really great segment out there. It was a great promo segment. They could still build this up really good. EC3 being a big heel and Storm being a face. Something that makes sense right here is Kevin Matthews, in a restaurant waiting on a bill, and they asked him if he liked the meal, and you know, he said it was good, and pretty much grabbed the waiter and stuff, so he called me a liar and told me to get the hell out of here and stuff, and it didn't make a lot of sense. Christina Von Eerie, we're talking about being the, you know, being from the scum of Reno, Nevada, and she's been the GFW Women's Champion for 2 years, but I still don't know what GFW purpose serves of the GFW Women's Champion. She said she would go against anybody from Rosemary to Sienna to Gail Kim, legendary Gail Kim, as she put it. You know, she will beat the ass of a Hall of Famer. So yeah, some people that forget that Christina Von Eerie was in this company before. She was part of Inc. That she was one member of Toxin. She had a mohawk. It was in Shannon Moore and Jesse Neal, which I don't know how that ended. I don't even remember. She didn't win against Ava Story for the GFW Women's Champion for some reason. Which she had a good match. Not a bad match. I'll give it that. So no problem with that being there. But at least hopefully she goes somewhere. I believe they are trying to revamp the knockouts in the X division. I'll give them that. TNA is trying to do one thing with that, and I'll give some credit. And even the tag team division also, because they didn't have anybody really. So yeah. But Low-key pretty much almost cut a promo in the back. Something about, you know, people that was the forefronts of the X division from AJ Styles and Jerry Lynn. He's in a new era of the X division, and you know, he's won the title 5 times now. And he says, I'm a member of the X division, and you know, you gotta step your game up to step out, as he put it. So it was a really good video package for that. Mackenzie Mitchell was talking to Alberto El Patron, and you know, I guess I could also say they played Davey Richards' video, which is pretty cool with Angela Love. They've actually built that guy to be a really great heel, by the way. I'll be getting that in a second. But Mitchell was talking about Alberto El Patron, and he was next in line for the world title. But Magnus showed up, he's the GFW champion, and then Karen Jarrett just came out of nowhere. and pretty much says that you two will fight for the GFW title next week, which is technically a work. Okay, let me get this straight. And I said this last week. What the fuck does GFW serve? What is their purpose? Listen, we've been through this thing already. We did this last time when Jared was here a few years ago. We had this GFW versus TNA thing, TNA 1. What has GFW done? Okay, and people, like we said this for, where's the boom in this wrestling boom? What TV deal did you have? Did I see them have a roster before? Yes, they did. And maybe I thought Jared was going somewhere a few years ago with this thing, uniting all these people together. But it hasn't done shit. All I saw that from what they had, I guess they had tape shows, but what I saw was they were at events in baseball fields, but there were barely any people out there. And yeah, they had people like Kevin Nash and people from Bullet Club and Scott Steiner or Jim Cornette. But most of those people either went back to TNA, went to WWE, or went to Ring of Honor. So what do these titles do? What purpose do they serve? Oh, Magnus is running around here with the GFW title. Christina Von Erich is running around with the GFW women's title. What do these purposes serve? What do these titles mean? They don't mean shit. I said this last week. They don't mean shit. Even Cody carrying around whatever that GFW title was. It doesn't mean shit. And I know I may even get flack for this, maybe, but what did GFW ever do? And people go from the gold bar scam that Jeff Jarrett was doing online. And I'll give Jarrett one thing right here about him and these other people been hustling out here making these partnerships. I'll give them some credit on that. But this whole merge thing, like I said last week, it don't mean shit. It doesn't. It's just more people on the roster. These belts don't mean shit. I don't know how clear as day I can make that. It makes no sense to me. I swear to God, it makes no sense. These GFW titles and, oh, we're putting the GFW title on the line next week. It don't mean shit. Fuck, Karen Jarrett too. What purpose does she serve with all these but all these authority figures? What purpose does she serve? I've said she doesn't even need to be on TV, really. And I'm surprised she got that big reaction a few weeks ago. Moose, pretty much they showed about a video package of him from Monday Night Football and stuff. And, they played how he's been in TNA. When he came out, he had NFL players, D'Angelo Williams and Gary Barnes with him, as he went one-on-one with Davey Richards for the Grand Championship, or the Impact Grand Championship, which was actually a pretty good match till Eddie, when it got to the third round, Eddie Edwards came out with his qualification, so they keep the feud going with these two. So, yeah, they still got that blood rivalry going and stuff, and they had to get Eddie out of there. But Moose still retained the title, and when Dave Richards went to hold the NFL football players, and pushed them down, and he got a suplex, which the crowd kind of go big for it too. So, yeah. So, I have to say, they have built Dave Richards up to be a really powerful heel. I will give them that. And establishing him. So, I am liking where they're going with this. Swoggle and Rockside Spud, I don't know where this is going about, you get Swoggle there getting pants by Spud, and then beat up Spud. Hopefully this gets Spud back into the ring, to be honest. I like his Spud. He's a really great promo cutter, especially if he's a face. Heel Spud, okay, yeah, he was funny at first, but when he became a face, he was cutting some really good promos. That really great match with Kurt Angle at one point here on TNA. So, I think he was really good at it. I think he's a really good promo cutter. I think he gets it. There's a lot of people saying he gets it. Congo Kong went against Matt Sigmund, which he had KM, Kevin Matthews, CNN Law Van Ness, which pretty much a squash match. Really good squash match, but I don't know where this trio is going, really. I'm still not really sold on this Congo Kong stuff, so give it time. Just give it time. Yeah, my bad. Give it time. The debut of the Veterans of War happened. It was Wilcox and Mayweather, formerly known as Crimson in the company, went against Mario Baccara and Falaba. I don't know what title they're the I don't know, the Monster Factory Championships, which was a good debut, and for the Veterans of War and reintroducing Crimson as somebody else now. But they pretty much won the match, and between yourselves is Wilcox and I'm Merriweather. It's just the name, it's who they are. They served 2 tours in the U.S. Army, Mayweather in the U.S. Army, and Wilcox is part of the Marines and went on a tour in Afghanistan and Iraq, which they're going to have USA chants. They respect the flag and everything, and they do it again, a heartbeat, and they separate the military from the warrior inside, from the U.S. Armed Forces and stuff. So yeah. Eli Drake was in the back, pretty much kind of pissed that he's not getting a shot. All these new people coming around getting his title shot. That's the thing. I think this has been a problem ever since we've been bringing a lot of new talent in TNA. Like the people that have already there been established, they've been taking a back seat. And I guess Eli Drake and Tyrus are going to take it. They're going to do something about it and stop being ignored. Decay. Well, this is probably the last time we will see Decay on here. Crazy Steve and Abyss went against Santana Ortiz, LAX, in a street fight for the TNA Tag Titles, which was a really good match. And yeah, I gotta give the Crazy Steve out there, man. He left it all out there in the ring and stuff. Even I did like the thing when he put the tax on. I think it was one of the LAX members that was gonna jump through it, but he went out there. Yeah, he took the pin and stuff, but LAX. It was on like a 5-on-3, I guess you can look at it, and okay. Crazy Steve, yeah, I don't know, like a 5-on-3. LAX did pick up the win and stuff. Some they were kind of booed with cheers out there. A lot of people were with LAX for some reason. Now they're kind of booing them a little after this thing. So it's kind of odd to see that. But like I said, it was a really great tag team match. And, I don't know what's going to happen to Decay now and everything. So I'm not sure. Somebody was trying to put out that after this whole thing with LAX and what they did, some people think it's going to be a match with this whole Veterans of War thing because of both of them. You got America and I don't know, Mexico, I don't know, Latino Nation, everything. And I know some people were jumping to conclusions on this of how it could be positioned, and fans just gonna say USA just because it's America, and they're probably going against LAX because of that. And some people that the matches were back to back, that this could the reason why they're being booed. But I don't know. Some people may be thinking ahead. I just thought when I was reading it, it probably was just a weird theory, but I'm not sure if it would go look like that. But it was a really great match between Decay and LAX. I don't know what's gonna happen to Decay now. Crazy Steve left. I heard WWE may have offered him a developmental contract for NXT and stuff. So I don't know what's gonna happen to Decay. I don't know what's gonna happen to Rosemary. I don't know what's going to happen to Abyss. It does suck that Decay has to end. I was a fan of that team. Yeah, I give it to TNA. Abyss did somewhat become cool again with Decay and having Crazy Steve, which this guy was just a clown with a horn most of the time and didn't talk, until they brought Rosemary and they became this very cool sadistic group with cool music and an entrance. I guess they both LAX and Decay's entrances are very cool. But it does suck that Crazy Steve left. I don't really know the reason why. Like, he never spoke bad against TNA and everything, but people have been going on this thing where WWE is, they kind of do this Ring of Honor. They raided a lot of their talent. Now they're trying to do it to TNA now. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I guess he will go to NXT. We'll see how this goes. I'm sure maybe that's why they're raiding Ring of Honor and TNA, because they know, NXT is kind of lost, and now they're trying to regain and I guess revamp or something. Because a lot of the roster has gone up to the main roster. TNA doesn't have guys like Drew Galloway here anymore, and they went to WWE and stuff, and it's a strange way to look at this thing. But it sucks to see Crazy Steve leave, but he really had a great match out there tonight. Got things for Decay. This guy went, like I said, he went from just a clown with a horn, become kind of a very prominent figure in the tag team division. And and we can go all the way back from the stuff with the Hardys, the Great War, the leader Decay, Total Non-Stop Deletion. Decay was in, and they had a really great match with the Hardys out there in their feud. But it does suck to see him go. And I don't, like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen to Abyss and Rosemary. We just got to find out and see. That's all we gotta do is find out and see. Maybe the next set of tapings, maybe, I don't know, Slammiversary, or somebody brought in to replace Steve. I don't know how Steve will be long in WWE. We don't know where Steve is going at this exact moment. People just assume WWE, and that he has a contract, or NXT, whatever, developmental contract. But like I said, just have to wait and see. But I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace. That was a good episode of Impact tonight. So it's been my review. Out of here.